So this is going to be where you're going to do your searching. Now they do have like popular topics. So if you're kind of trying to decide on a topic, you can just kind of scroll through here and kind of look at some of these. You can click any of these, and they will link you to the actual page. They also have some pretty cool video tutorials down here in terms of like doing research quick tips, how to narrow searches, how to draw conclusions, how to avoid bias, find relevant sources, reliable sources. So these are actually really good if like, you just kind of have some time to check these out. I would recommend them. So in order to conduct a search and create a reference, it's an extremely kind of basic, just kind of straightforward search. You just kind of take your overall topic idea, your overall research idea. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to do global warming, and we're going to search that. And so what you're going to get when you search that is you're going to get this page here. And what this is going to give you is a bunch of different articles that you can look at. And as you look at these, as you can see, they're going to be pulled from electronic versions of encyclopedias. So as you see here, this is from the International Encyclopedia of Environmental Politics, and you can kind of go through. You can see you have the Columbia Encyclopedia, you have the Britannica Concise Encyclopedia. So as you can see, you will get some information from Britannica sources, online Britannica sources. You also have other library sources that you can look at over here. Some of these are going to be a little more in-depth scholarly articles, which you may not need. Depending on your research topic or where you're going to want to go. That may not be the next step you really want to jump into. If you're just kind of getting background information, you may want to get that, kind of solidify your topic, solidify your research idea, and then kind of progress into more concentrated searches in other databases, whether it be for newspaper articles, magazine articles, or scholarly articles. But that's usually the framework and the guide you kind of want to go in terms of when you're doing research and as you're kind of developing research. But this is going to be a really great place to start. One thing I want to show you before I show you this over here, which is a really great way to kind of generate topic ideas, kind of help broaden or even focus your topic in specific ways. This little mind mapping tool, we'll cover that at the end. What I'll do is going to show you how these articles look when you click on them. You'll get this here. This is going to be your full text article. You can skim through here and read about it. They also link out to other topics. So maybe you might come across something like fossil fuels and you're like, oh, that could be kind of something cool to also kind of dig into or get more information on. You can click that and it will take you to that topic page, very similar to what you saw on the last page with global warming. And so it's going to do the same with all of these. You have car industry, you have global climate coalition, renewable energy. All those links will take you to this information. This is going to be some references. It says that it links out to a lot of these, and in many cases these are not guaranteed. We're not guaranteed to have access to these articles. You can still click them and see if we do. You may also be able to get them through interlibrary alone, but normally these links down here in this reference section I would kind of ignore. Sometimes that can be a little troublesome. I would just focus, again, if you're going to do actual like scholarly research on this and dig into those databases, I would do separate searches specifically in those databases to kind of avoid any confusion or any possibilities of missing out on articles and things of that nature. But as you continue to scroll down, you will see there is a citation option down here. There's also citation options up here. You can click that. You can also print, share. You can get the article read aloud if you just want to kick back and audiobook it. You can do that. And if we scroll back down again, what I want to highlight is that the electronic resources, the electronic encyclopedias that all this information is being pulled from, you can actually access those entire publications. So you can access this actual entire International Encyclopedia of Environmental Politics. So you can do that, you can scroll down and you can go through all the different headings. So you can just kind of go through all 515 if you want to. But let's say you are wanting to maybe look specifically at, as maybe where you saw fossil fuels and all that things. Maybe you want to go there and you want to look in here. And so you can click on that. And what that would do is, again, that would actually take you to the article within this encyclopedia related to fossil fuels. So you can go through and you can look at all these different things. So as you start kind of generating more ideas and getting more topic ideas and more subtopic ideas, I would recommend kind of actually looking at these entire publications and digging through them and seeing what kind of information you can get. So if we backtrack real quick, skim back over in here, let's go back to our global warming main page here. What I want to do is I want to show you the mind map over here. And the really cool thing about the mind map is that, as you see, we have our main research topic, global warming, and what it does is it actually branches it off into a lot of really popular subtopics related to global warming. So let's say you're looking at global warming and you're interested in greenhouse gases. So you want to specifically look at greenhouse gases. So when you do that, what it does is it will actually do a new search for you. So not only will you get more options branched off from greenhouse gases, but you will also now get articles related to greenhouse gases. So again, you can start building that foundational knowledge in all of these different aspects and all these different areas of your research. So as you're kind of looking through here, maybe you start thinking, maybe you were kind of thinking like, okay, well, yeah, I'm interested maybe in, you know, global warming in relation to cars and exhaust, right? So now you have emission standards. So you can click that, and now you have emission standards. And so you're getting the emission standards articles over here. You also have, you know, as you continue to see, you continue to see new areas kind of branching off and kind of expanding your research. But in a way, as it expands it, it's also narrowing. It's also focusing that research into very, very specific elements. And so through this mind map, you are able to continue expanding and narrowing your research topic while also gaining all of this foundational knowledge, all of this foundational information that you can then carry over into your more specific research later on in other databases, such as if you are wanting to look for more primary sources through newspapers or magazines, whether you're wanting to look through, you know, for more secondary sources through scholarly articles, things of that nature. You now have all of these different search terms, all of these different keywords, all of these different research possibilities and subject terms to be able to utilize in those searches to really get yourself the best quality and most relevant searches related to your overall research. So these are just really, really good ways to kind of build that pool of information. And as you can see, you can now go to low carbon fuel standards, you can go to emissions trading, fuel efficiency, all that good stuff. So these are just really, really cool ways that you can kind of really build and develop and kind of dig into Credo reference and background information to really, really build, bolster, and create a strong foundation in terms of your research going forward. So that's it for this. That's all in terms of searching Credo reference. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to your librarians. We are here to help. And as always, thank you for watching.